I was very shocked and surprised that the Liberia border officials at the Bulwater side, they treated me with diplomacy. No one even asked for a tip. He just stamped my passport and that was it. Wow. So when I crossed Liberia and I entered into Seirra, this old officer had my passport. He went through all the pages. A few minutes later, he said, there is an information in your passport that said if we find, we should report you to the authority. Am I a fugitive? Am I a wanted person? Am I on a probation that I cannot travel? At this point, I was starting to lose my cool. You know, I've been working on my patience for a long period of time. But guess what? This man is trying to make me lose it. And I was ready. What does South Africa have to do with Sierra Leone, which is a West African country, in your country at the point of entry? Yeah, I'm angry because you provoked me.
Despite not do passo, Ajipon not do passo. Bolare no do passo. For my headache, why you want drink so? I dey clear my line go on daily basis. Things I've been through got me feeling like Matrix. I know numbers, I go to mathematics. It's all about the papers, got you for notice. Notice, see, I not be novice. Back I'm in the building, I'm in the...
Camera rolling, action, 1, 2, 3. No, sorry. 3, 2, 1. Yo, what's up everybody? Good morning from Conakry, Guinea. It is my 4th country on my West African tour. And, well, welcome back to the channel. It's Mr. Pakam right here, in case you've seen the face for the first time. And for my returning viewers, Afana, you know this segment already? It is From the Horse's Mouth. This is where I share my first-hand experience and all the ordeal that I have to go through crossing the African borders on my West African tour. I didn't get to talk about my experience from Liberia to Sierra Leone because I have to run for my life from Sierra Leone to Conakry, Guinea. So in this segment, I'll talk about my 2 experiences and I'll try to make it short. So when I left Douala, Liberia to Bulwater side in Sierra Leone, the ride was fine and I arrived at the border. I was very shocked and surprised that the border officials of Liberia, the Liberia border officials at the Bulwater side, they treated me with diplomacy. No one even asked for a tip or water or whatever. He just stamped my passport out of Liberia and that was it. So I went to the port. Excuse me. Water is life. So, like I was saying, so I went to the port's office. She checked for my yellow card and she wrote down the information and that was it. I was like, is this border I'm crossing? Like, wow. I give that 10 over 10. That was first class treatment I got. And it didn't end there. So there was a long bridge that I have to go through and now I'm heading to the Sierra Leone side of the border. So when I crossed Liberia and I entered into Sierra Leone, one guy said, "Oh Rasta, have you stamped your passport yet?" I said, "No, I haven't." So he said, "Okay, let me take you to the officer." We went into the office. There was someone there, 2 people before me, and when they were attended to, I sat down and it was my turn. This old man, this old officer had my passport. He went through all the pages with the stamps and visas and all of that. Then a few minutes later, he said, "Where are you heading?" I said, I'm just on a tour. I'm a tourist. I'm heading straight to Gambia if possible. I can even get to Senegal. So I'm passing through. And it was like, okay, you know, just for some weird reason, it was just trying to pick out a problem or something like that. And I was just carefully observing him. Okay, what is it you're gonna say? What is it that is wrong with my passport that you want to tell me now? I was just observing. Then he said, okay, this is it. There is an information in your passport that has been said if we find, we should report you to the authority. Man, I thought Sierra Leone was an English-speaking country. Do they speak French in Sierra Leone? I mean, like if they speak French, that means it cannot read in English. But if Sierra Leone is an English-speaking country, that means they can read English, right? So now at this point, I was confused. All right, then he said, and he was trying to read more, and a Nigerian guy came with 4 passports. Hey, Sherman, my Sherman. He was hailing this old guy, and he gave him the passport. And you know what he did? He'd have to put mine aside, and he was attending to this guy. Oh, this one, it goes so expire. Okay, make I put visitor. He stamped it. This one, okay, make I put long stay. He stamped it. That was how I stamped this 4 passports. This fellow just brought in, and I was there the whole time. So that guy gave him a tip, and it was like, oh, correct. You not my customer. And that guy left. At this point, I was starting to lose my cool. You know, I've been working on my patients for a long period of time. And this whole trip got a lot to do with working on my patients as well. That's why I'm enjoying all the long hours on the buses, enjoying all the long hours in the car, enjoying all the stress. I am just working on my patients in silence. But guess what? This man is trying to make me lose it. And I was ready to lose it. So he had my passport again and said, back to you. As I was saying, it has been stated here that you are not allowed to stay in the country for more than 10 days. If you do this, you should be reported to the port authority, Minister of Foreign Affairs. And I was like, what are you talking about? No, now I need to know what you are talking about. Because if I have been instructed not to stay in the country, I believe you're talking about one of the visas on the passport. And of course, that was 2022. I've been to that country, and it was South Africa. And I spent only 7 days. So now what does South Africa have to do with Sierra Leone, which is a West African country, in your country at the point of entry? And like, it doesn't connect. Give me my stamp and I'll proceed. The driver and other passengers are waiting for me at the other side. I need to go, man. They say, yeah, so now what? Am I a fugitive? Am I a wanted person? Am I on a probation that I cannot travel? What do you mean I'm not supposed to stay more than? Now you're saying in Sierra Leone I'm not supposed to stay more than 10 days. So you want to give me a transit stamp. So at this point, he gave my passport to the other officer. And I was like, yo, listen up, guys. Listen, man. I don't care anymore. If it's 1 day or whatever, I don't care. Listen, I'm not here to seek for a greener pasture. I'm just passing through. I thought we were one. I thought we are all one. I thought we are all African. I thought I can just visit. It's visa free. My passport to your country is visa free. So why all this drama and man, I don't, okay, I'm gonna give, man, I don't, it doesn't bother me anymore. Give me whatever, and if you want to even send me back, if you don't want me to get into your country, it's fine. It doesn't bother me anymore. I don't care. I was like, oh, take it easy. Now I'm angry. Because you provoked me. Why do you have to read from a visa? It's not like there was a stamp, there was a ban from a country that you've seen. I've never ever overstayed in any country that I've visited. I'm a law-abiding citizen of Nigeria. Or let me say citizen of the world. I abide to every rules and regulation. I've driven in England without getting a ticket for speed limit or whatsoever. I abide. I follow instructions. So now what you're telling me doesn't make any sense. So other officers started coming in and they were like, oh, what's going on? I said, yeah, he's reading an instruction from 2022 visa of South Africa. And I'm wondering what does that have to do with me entering your country. So if he doesn't want to give me any stamp, he can send me back and I'm okay. I just go. I don't care. So they stamped the passport and then he gave it to me with shame. Even though you are old doesn't mean you are wise. You need to realize that they are old, foolish people as well. They were foolish during the time they were young, and now they are old and they are still foolish. So I got my passport. I went to the other office and she was like, where am I going? I said, I'm going to Freetown, from Freetown to Conakry, Guinea. And then she said, okay, she wrote my name down and, she did the due diligence. And the other guy said it's the port authority, yellow card and all that, blah, blah, blah. And I was wondering, why did that man keep me so long? I said, well, I'm used to people keeping me so long. I mean, I bring this nice aura of joy and happiness and all of that. So whenever I'm with someone, they want me to stay longer than expected. Maybe that was why he was holding me for that long. So do I have anything for him? I said, man, the guy already spoiled. Listen, he has already spoiled the joy I brought to this country and I'm not feeling it anymore. So I do not have anything to give to you. I'm sorry. And I was like, okay. Then he gave me my stuff. I went to the other guy. There was a police guy there. He just pronounced my name and said, yeah, that was it. So I went to meet my drivers. And the driver was like, oh my God, what took you so long? You were supposed to just stop. I said, yeah, I don't know. He was looking for a problem. And when you're looking for a problem when there's no problem, that is a problem. Yeah, I was angry and I took a cold water and then I started feeling better. Then off to Bo. When we got to Bo, the driver said, this is it, this is his last stop, and I have to get another vehicle heading to Freetown. Freetown to Bo is like 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 1 hour, almost 3 hours, depending on the driver, Sometimes they say 1 hour, but it can be 2 or 4 hours. So we were just about to leave, then our driver knocked down the motorcycle. Off. And at the park in Bo, I was seeing all the young guys. They all have bandages on their legs. They all stink, man. They all smell. They all, oh my God. It's like, what is it with this country? We don't resonate. What is wrong? And now there's an accident. So the motorbike rider, he fell and the exhaust pipe burnt the woman's leg and they were on the floor. She was shouting, I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dying. So the driver tried to settle them outside the police involvement. It took a while, but more motorbikes started coming and they were talking and all of that. Then the driver had to take us back to the park. We were just 2 minutes away and we went back to the park. what is it? What is it? What is it? And there's a police station there. So I think he turned himself in. And the police said, nobody's leaving. This bus is not going. They need to solve the issue. Now, driver, we need our money back. We need to go. It's getting late. We need to go. Driver said, we should wait. Police said, nobody should go. Driver should... Oh, my God. It was getting dark, man. And I made it to Freetown. We spent 2 hours there. And then the driver agreed to transfer us to another bus. And that bus would take us to Freetown. Yeah, so I grabbed my backpack, put it in the new bus, entered, and then we finally moved. Just as soon as we left the station, it started pouring heavily, rain, very heavy rain, and then the bus leaks. Water was dropping on my body from the bus, and I was like, man, this vibe, this country, I'm not feeling this country. What's going on? What is all this? I mean, what is going on in this country? A few minutes later, a few hours later, we got to Freetown. Freetown is completely dark. There is no lights. So you could hear music from some bar here and there, and I met a guy in the bus. You know, God loves me so much, and he always sent people to help me. Thank you, God. Thank you. So Habib, if you're watching this, you were my savior that night. Remember when I asked you, is there any hotel close by? You showed me 510 Hotel, and you volunteered to take me there. And when we got there, there was no light in the hotel. Even though the generator was on, there was light, but she said there is no fan, there is no air condition. The room is hot, and you're gonna sleep like that. Is that okay? I said, okay, it's fine, but let's check some other ones. As soon as we're leaving the hotel premises, my spirit told me to go back and just manage in that hotel for the night, because it's dangerous out there, outside the hotel building. So I told him, yeah, let's just take it. I paid 600 Sierra Leone loan, and then she gave us. When I went to the room, I do my first check. When I check the beds to see if there is bed bug or something like that, and guess what? This was their factory. That room was the factory of bed bugs. Man, my man, you need to see bed bugs in that bed. And I was like, what the fuck? So I just put my stuff on the floor. After I inspected the floor, there was no bed bug on the floor. Of course, it wasn't floor bug. It is bed bug. So they're always on the bed. So I just put my stuff there. I have to see Habib back. He was asking if we could change the room and all that. I said, no, just to avoid the stress, man. It's okay. It's okay. The room was nice, but the bed bug didn't make it nice. Then I saw him out on our way out of the hotel. He said, bro, you gotta be careful. The bad guys in the street. I've heard a woman asking someone to escort her when she was going down there. So please, you gotta be careful, please, please. I said, yeah, I will be fine. Don't worry. So I went into the street. I have to get something to eat. I got couscous and fish and salad and vegetables and all that. When I had it with water, 2 mango, the mango wasn't even ripe. And, you know, I just went back to the hotel room, and this was like 2 o'clock a.m. because we got to Freetown like 11, and now it's like 2 o'clock. And then I was in the hotel room, just sitting in the chair the whole time. You know, they didn't want to go close to the bed. I was tired, I needed to sleep. I thought I could sleep on the floor, but the floor was dirty. I didn't have anything to put on the floor. No. I just sat down the whole night, and at about 3 o'clock, the generator that was producing light went off. So now no current, no fan, no AC, and mosquitoes were in the room. Like, mosquitoes were a lot. So I was just killing mosquitoes. I was sweating. Oh my God, I was restless. I didn't sleep. At about 4:30, I already went to take my shower, and that was it. 5 o'clock, I was out in the street. Yeah, I started walking, making video, first impression of the city. I went for my run. And then when it was 8, I came back in. At about 9 again, when I went out to the street, Someone came to meet me like, hello, don't you remember me? So I remember you from where? I'm not from here, so how do I remember you? And it was like, no, we came from both together in the same bus. I said, no, don't give me that crap. If we came together, so what happened? Tell me what happened in Bo. If you tell me something that happened in Bo, then I'll know we were together. He said, oh, there was an accident. So we were transferred and into a different bus. And I was like, yeah, that's true. What happened? Do you live around here? He said, no, he was robbed last night. As soon as he came down from the bus, 4 guys took him to the corner. They were putting a knife to his neck. That if he doesn't drop the money, I'll give them his phone. They're going to shoot him, shank him, and stab him, and whatever. So he gave them the phone in the morning. So now he's stranded. He slept on the table, on the streets. I was like, are you serious? I was having a hard time sleeping in the hotel that I paid for. And you were robbed and you slept on the table. What the fuck? Man, have you eaten? He said, no. Did you eat last night? He said, no. Oh my God. So I have to sort him out. I took him to a restaurant so he could eat something. And yeah, after eating, then I bought top up on my phone so he could try to connect with his brother. He came to meet his other brother, and his brother had been waiting. But since they took his phone, he doesn't know how to reach out to the brother. So I made him call, and the brother wasn't answering. I bought towel for him. I gave him some cash, and I said, man, I need to leave the city right now. So we spent some time together. I made videos. I tried to crack him up, made him laugh, told him everything was fine. And he was prostrating to me, like laying down saying, thank you so much. I said, no, if this is the only thing that I got to do in Seirra alone, maybe that's why I was sent here, just to help you. I'm leaving. So I went straight to the hotel. My stuff were already gathered. I didn't even bother to arrange them because they were arranged the whole time. And then, off to the park. I took a motorbike. Hey, Jerry Station, Peace Market. I went there. I'm going to Guinea, Conakry. I got the bus. And then, zoom off. Bye-bye to Seirra alone. I just didn't feel the vibe from the border. And when I got into the city, it was crazy. Everyone was looking at me like a food. They want to eat me. I don't know, for some weird reasons, I was watching everybody like a zombie. They were like, and they were looking at me like a food. I don't want to be eaten, so I left. All right, thanks for staying at the end. That's how I left Seirra alone, and I came to Guinea, Conakry. I'll see you on the next one. Until then, one love, peace and light. Bye.